Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte YouTube channel. We are a leading criminal defense law firm in Illinois and Missouri, with over 600 perfect reviews and a long history of client satisfaction, criminal case dismissals, charge reductions, and victories. Our firm has created these audio articles to help protect your freedom, reputation, and rights. If we are hired for your case, we will not give up until you receive fair justice. Weapons and guns offenses, lawyer in Chicago. Common weapons offenses in Chicago include the unlawful use of a weapon, possessing firearms without a valid FOID or CCL license, carrying in prohibited locations, or violating specific bans on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Whatever weapons offense you are facing in Chicago, you need to act quickly to protect your rights and reputation. At Combs Waterkotte, we are experienced handling high-stakes cases, and our legal team includes 3 former prosecutors and a former cop. When you are looking for hard-hitting legal defense in your corner, call our Chicago criminal defense lawyers now at 3-125-00-HELP or contact us online for a free consultation. Common weapons and gun charges in Chicago. There are a variety of weapons-related offenses you can be charged with in Chicago. Some of the most common offenses involving weapons/guns include the unlawful possession of a weapon. This offense involves possessing a gun that is loaded, not broken down, or not in a case, and it's usually carried out in public. Aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. This is a more serious offense that involves prior convictions, possession in a restricted area, or lack of proper licensing. Possessing firearms without a valid FOID or CCL license. This offense involves possessing a firearm without a FOID card or carrying a firearm without a CCL license, carrying in prohibited locations. This offense involves possessing a concealed firearm or weapon in a restricted area, such as a school, church, hospital, courthouse, amusement park, airport, or on private property, with no guns signs posted. Violating specific bans on assault weapons/high-capacity magazines. This offense involves possessing/manufacturing/distributing specific semi-automatic assault weapons or high-capacity magazines, 10+ rounds for long runs, 15+ for handguns. Possession of a firearm by a felon. This is the illegal possession of a firearm by someone with a prior felony conviction. Overview of Chicago weapons and gun laws. Illinois has a handful of laws that may affect a Chicago weapons and guns offense case. These laws include FOID Act. This law requires residents to possess a firearm owner's identification FOID card to legally own a firearm or ammunition. Concealed Carry License Act. This law requires that you carry a CCL license when you carry a concealed firearm in Illinois. Unlawful use of a weapon. This prohibits possessing dangerous weapons and carrying concealed firearms in prohibited places, such as in schools, government buildings, or bars. Aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. This involves a firearm that is uncased, loaded, and immediately accessible in a vehicle or on a person, or it can also involve a user under 21 that lacks a FOID. Felon in possession. This law makes it a Class 3 felony for anyone previously convicted of a felony to possess a firearm. Protect Illinois Communities Act. This bans the sale, manufacturing, or purchase of specific semi-automatic rifles, pistols, and high-capacity magazines, over 10 rounds for long guns and 15 for handguns. It also requires existing compliant weapons to be registered. Felony versus misdemeanor, weapons offenses in Chicago. Weapons offenses in Chicago can be charged as either misdemeanors or felonies, depending on the circumstances of the case. Certain factors can elevate a charge to a more serious offense. These commonly include your prior criminal history, possessing in public without a permit, carrying a concealed weapon in prohibited areas, having a loaded and accessible gun in certain areas, while improper possession of a standard gun and possessing a firearm without a valid firearm owner's identification card are typically misdemeanor offenses. The following are usually felony offenses: a repeat offense of possessing a firearm without a valid firearm owner's identification card, or possessing when you are ineligible for a card, carrying a firearm in public without a concealed carry license, felon in possession, possession of prohibited weapons, reckless discharge of a firearm, Chicago firearms charges, involving criminal activity. In more serious cases, you may face enhanced charges if a firearm is allegedly used in connection with another criminal offense. These offenses are usually felonies and receive some of the most severe penalties under Illinois law. Penalties for Chicago weapons offenses. You can expect these penalties in a weapons and guns offense case. Aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. This is a Class 4 felony offense for carrying a loaded/accessible weapon without a FOID card or CCL. It will result in a prison sentence of 1 to 3 years. Usually held at the Department of Administrative Hearings, these proceedings resolve violations of the Chicago Municipal Code, such as unlawful use, possession, or registration issues concerning firearms, restitution, forfeiture of your weapon, unlawful search and seizure. If your Fourth Amendment rights were violated by an illegal stop, search, or seizure, then any evidence obtained may be suppressed, potentially weakening or dismissing the charges against you. Disputing whether the location was clearly marked or classified as prohibited. We can challenge whether the location was clearly marked, whether the location was legally classified as prohibited, or whether you knowingly entered the area with a firearm. Combs Waterkotte is a leading criminal defense law firm serving the entire states of Illinois and Missouri. We have offices in St. Louis, Chicago, Kansas City, Clayton, Branson, and Belleville. We look forward to helping you with your criminal defense attorney needs.